Next on Gallery, the juror decides who's in and who's out. A sculpture adds natural elements to the wood that surround us. The Acrosstown Repertory Theater records a new style of rehearsal, and two artists create some beautiful sights and sounds. Welcome to Gallery. I'm Tony Mata, your host. You might recognize this next artist from our opening credits. We want to show you the man behind the Gallery logo. His name is Robert Ponzio. Robert is the chair of the Fine Arts Department at the Oak Hall School and prides himself on inspiring students to use art as a medium of universal communication. He considers himself a documenter. That is, the events and the activities that make up his life inspire his imagery. Through his artwork, he hopes to express his concerns and ideas about the world while celebrating life. Robert is joined in our studio by local blues artist Willie Green. While Willie wails and strums the blues, Robert will use the inspiration of the music and the moment to capture another work of art that he will add to his life's work.
All
right, you ready?
Yeah. Whoa, see, rider. Whoa, see what you done.
You know, I guess I am a frustrated musician. You know, I really envy the musician's interaction with the crowd, that mood that's created, that energy that exists in the room. And I guess one night I just started painting, and after a while I realized people are enjoying this too, and I'm interacting with the crowd. And you know, I started then taking some chances, making some big canvases and bringing them in, and it kind of became more or less a semi-regular thing where, you know, really the bands I wanted to see, I'd go in and paint, and just kind of took off from there. It's just something I've always done. Ever since kindergarten, I remember just constantly drawing in my sketchbook, just always having one. Never really thought I'd be an artist when I was younger. I never really thought about it, but just something I always did and kind of gravitated towards. Maybe I got some encouragement when I was a kid. I don't know, but it just seemed natural. To me, it's definitely different. In the studio, it takes time, and I think because I have time, I can become fussy, and that's what I try to avoid sometimes. So when I'm alone in a studio, the paintings are more thoughtful, and typically I paint about things. I paint about politics, society, life, sometimes music, you know. So mine are more, in the my studio works tend to be more metaphorical, conceptual, sort of trying to express an idea. This is more to try to capture a mood. I don't have time. I'm forced to accelerate my pace. I can't fuss over it. I mean, typically how I work as a musician would come in. When they start their set, I start painting. When the set's over, it's done. Whatever happens, happens. It's not a portrait of the musician. I don't intend it to do that. You know, intend to do that. If it happens to look like them, it's a bonus. You know, but really, I'm trying to capture that energy in the room. That if you've ever been to a live show, you've understand these moments. The glorious nights might happen in a crowd of a great, you know, in the presence of a great musician. But after it's over, it's gone. And I guess I'm trying to capture that energy in some way through colors, brushwork, whatever. Painting in public, there's an interaction. All right, I'm meeting people all the time. That's really what I sort of craved when I initially do it. That's what I like. It's again getting painting out of a studio. I started traveling internationally, particularly to like East Asia. I think that in my own humble way, I'm really sort of trying to help diplomacy. You know, I really genuinely feel this way. If more of us were the more we interact with people of other cultures, the less likely we are to stereotype them, to go to war with them. Right? again, in my own humble way, I'm hoping to maybe sort of plant some seeds of peace. You know, if we know each other, we're less likely to attack each other. I have to understand that sometimes this is not meant to be a masterpiece. It's meant to capture something. Lots of times I'm happy, other times maybe not so much. I think the most important thing, though, is typically that, did I have fun that night? Did the people have fun? Were they interested? It really is, for me, about that sharing. You know, people I found that no matter what happens on the canvas, people tend to just enjoy watching the process. They like to watch that discovery. I'm in this till the end. You know, when I guess that all I can hope for is I live a long life and I die at my easel. I mean, honestly, if I'm 90 years old and still painting, I'm happy. That's really my goal, is to keep it going, but to try to do it for some purpose. Again, I don't typically paint. I've done it, but I don't typically paint landscapes. I don't typically paint things. I paint about things. I try to paint images with some messages that I'm somehow concerned about or want to share or feel that is important. They may or may not be popular. They may or may not sell. I don't care. I have a job. I don't need to sell all the time. I'm lucky that I can and do, but it's not my main priority. My main priority is to make images that I think will communicate an idea that I need to get off my chest. All right, Willie. Good job, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
To see more of Robert Ponzio's artwork, you can visit his page on the OCAL website. You can also hear more of Willie Green's music and find out about his upcoming events at williegreenblues.com.